Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. It's about accounting. I'm not going to be teaching you, you've been taught at school, you've been attending extra classes, you've been attending Saturday school, you've been trying to make sure that all these subject matters that you'll be writing in this upcoming exam, you practice thoroughly, you study thoroughly, you follow exam timetable, you are disciplined in everything that you do. However, I said, let me take this opportunity to actually assist you and show you tricks, that are there that will actually assist you to answer this exam paper within that time allocated. It is extremely difficult. All the students share the same sentiment that you cannot finish accounting exam, you cannot finish mathematics exam and other subject matters, which are all opinions. And I said, because I'm also one of the students that didn't finish the exam paper, let me do this for free for you. Maybe with the methods that we're going to be using, you're going to find joy and you're going to find sense in certain things that you don't understand. Let us look at the question paper which was written last year, October, November last year. And the first paper, which was 2 hours. Let me record the screen here so that we are together. Let me check if it takes the sound. Let me look at my controls. What is my microphone? Okay, almost forgot to put the microphone. Okay, let's look at what is the microphone. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. And then we record the screen. We're going to be looking at the question paper which was written last year. Paper 1, accounting. I'm of the view that organize this question paper, or you can download it in the description. Have the answer sheet where you're gonna refer, or maybe you've answered this question paper before. You can just compare. Maybe there are areas of difficulty and maybe you need to take corrective action. So have the answer book, answer sheet where you're gonna write. Have your calculator handy and just enjoy. Have your pen and take notes where necessary. Let's look at this question paper, question number 1. There are instructions and you will be given the answer sheet. Also, we're going to assume that the answer sheet, you were not given the answer sheet in this. We're going to assume there was no answer sheet. However, we're going to compare, because now on the exam, there are things that examiners likes to do. Sometimes they don't give you, on the question paper, they don't give you the amount. They might put that amount on the answer sheet. So we're going to just use the answer sheet to check such things. So now let's assume there was no question, there was no answer sheet. Let's look at question 1. It's just straight question 1. Marks, 60 marks, 45 minutes. 60 marks for 45 minutes. They are not even saying maybe 60 marks for 60 minutes, 45 minutes. They cut it. That means you have to be as quick as possible. Now, let's just look at question 1, because our interest is to answer question 1. Question 1 is about company financial statements, statement of comprehensive income, statement of financial position. They've been preaching about this statement. You've been preaching this statement. I don't know how many statements you've done so far. I don't know how many questions were there. Some you attempted, some you didn't, some you referred on the solution. But now, let's look at this question 1, company financial statements. There will be maximum marks there, and mostly it's free marks. Take advantage of those free marks and answer this question. Required, which is very important. The required part is the first thing that you need to read. Calculate the cost of the stock that was damaged, 5 marks. Calculate the total profit or loss on sale of delivery vehicle, total depreciation for the year. Complete the following for the year ended 28 February 2022. Calculate statement of comprehensive income, equities and liabilities section of the statement of financial position. You've been doing that, and now because now they are saying calculate the cost of of the stock that was damaged. That 5 marks you think it's gonna be difficult. Let's just look at the answer sheet that was given to us to say how is the format, to look at the answer sheet, and then we will assume that this question didn't have the answer sheet. Question 1, they are showing you cost of damaged stock, and then they say show us the workings, give us the answer, as well as this number 2, profit or loss, show us your workings, give us the answer. And let us open up our spreadsheet. I'm not gonna be using a pen, or I'm gonna just be using the spreadsheet. I'm gonna be using the spreadsheet to actually assist you in answering this question. I'm using this machine here. This class is not sponsored. I'm just doing this for free, and maybe you have some form of donation to actually improve this thing so that we help others. It's gonna be nice. So let's look, and don't forget to subscribe and tell me your challenges. What are your challenges, and what do you see, where do you see yourself in this exam? What are your challenges? But now we look at the company financial statements. Let's look at key things that you need to understand. These examiners, they are testing you whether or not you can calculate everything and you understand 12 months. Company financial statements, it's about you understanding 12 months. Can you record these transactions within the financial period? If something falls outside the financial period, can you exclude it? But in any case, show us on other books, such as statement of financial position, where you show the accrual income or income received in advance. All those things, I know you understand. Another thing that they want to test you when they do company financial statements is your format, because the format will never change. Remember that we're doing accounting. Accounting is an art of recording transaction in a significant manner. Is a significant manner. That is the procedure in terms of money, and you interpret the results of trading. So what you need to understand is, in a significant manner, accounting principles, accounting procedures do not change. Don't change them. Rather, understand how is your format. How, if they ask you statement of financial position, what is inside the statement of financial position? And that alone doesn't change. Statement of comprehensive income, sales, less cost of sales, gross profit, other income, all those things, them. So don't be confused when they start asking you these things. Just enjoy the process, enjoy the exam. Let's look at question 1. And I have the answer sheet here where I'm gonna compare and say, okay, inventories, number 1, which is trading stock, that calculation of trading stock, which is what they were asking for, number 1. And then again, I'm gonna do this because I understand that I don't have time. This is exam. I need to be as quick and precise as I can. And then they said to us, statement of comprehensive. Let me increase the font so that everyone sees clearly. So that there's clarity. Yes, statement of comprehensive income for the year ended 28 February 2022. We have that statement of comprehensive income. And you know that when you do statement of comprehensive income, it's sales, cost of sales, gross profit, other income. And then when we hear, or rather, let me jump 4 lines and say operating expenses. Because this is what they usually do when they give you the answer sheet. And then let's jump about 7 lines. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and say profit from operations. Have you noticed something, guys? What did you notice? I haven't checked the question paper. I just understand that I have to put my format in a formal manner as it is. I don't have to change it, regardless of what the question might be saying. My format has to be my format, and it has to be distinct. It has to be, it doesn't change. Know your format. So profit from operations, profit, interest, income, interest, income. That's so. Profit before, interest, expense, interest, expense, profit before, tax, income, tax, expense, and the net profit after tax, which is uniform, which is always like that. It doesn't change. And then let's rename this so that everything and say statement of comprehensive income. Okay, and then let's open a new one, and then let's rename it and say statement of financial position, and then gonna write statement of financial. Whether or not you are given an answer sheet or the where you must refer, you must understand that even if it is blank, the answer sheet, some of the students is very, very, very scary because they go there not understanding their format. And you can't be like that. Start understanding your formats. Start memorizing those formats so that the amounts becomes easier. And once you understand the format, you now look at the 12 months in one column. I will show you statement of financial position as at 28 February 2022. And again, what was the question? The question was, do the statement of financial position, equities and liabilities. Say do not, because you will lose time, you will lose marks. They didn't ask for asset section. They said equities and liabilities. And equities and liabilities, is not asset side, where you start with non-current asset, property, plant, and equipment. No, you don't do that. You're going to lose time. Equities and liabilities section. That is why even on the answer sheet, let's look at the answer sheet. Even on the answer sheet, they stressed out the equities and liabilities section. I'm happy because look at this. Look at this. This is nice. Equities and liabilities. Now, ordinary shareholders' equity. You see, ordinary share. Let me increase the font because tomorrow you will say, yeah, the font was too small. I didn't understand. Students like making excuses. Don't be part of those students that like making excuses. Ordinary shareholders' equity. Let me do this so that this looks professional like you. We haven't checked the amounts. We are just playing around the formats, assuming that there was no format. Share capital, share capital or retained income. Now we know that after that is always non-current liabilities, and then obvious it's always mortgage loan, and then we have current liabilities. Obvious is trade and other payables. Are we still together, guys? You must know these things by heart. And then we have shareholders for dividends, we have usually, and they like this, current portion. They like this of loan. They like this. They like it. They like it. In most of the exams, this concept is always there. So be mindful also. And then maybe income tax, SARS, income tax. We'll see what happened. But this is what happened, where you get now your total equities and liabilities. Now let's look at these statements, and then be quick. You know why you have to do this. Let's look at the answer sheet so that we take advantage of free marks. I've seen on the answer sheet where they already gave you the amounts for sales, cost of sales, but this is simple because sometimes you might say, no, these amounts comes from somewhere else in the space. No, they come from your question paper, where now let's look at the given information, because hence I don't want to be carried away. I said to you, I didn't look at the given information. Let's look at the given information together now. We have ordinary share capital, we have retained income. They gave you asterisks, question mark, provision for bad debts, question mark, and then they gave you all these provisional tax payments, income tax, creditors control, sales, cost of sales, sales, cost of sales, sales, 9355, 250, 9355, 250, and then they gave you cost of sales, 5665, 250, 5665, 250, just as it is on your answer sheet. And then we do this. We know that I'm going to be using formulas in most cases, but I will also use the calculator for the sake of you and me understanding each other. So if you take this minus that, obviously is sales minus cost of sales is equals to gross profit. Now this is what it is: 3,690,000. Let's look at that answer sheet. Hence I said to you, you see, it's given. So sometimes they give you these amounts, so it tells you that even if you do these steps, and it's what you know, what they also like to do is everything you know, they put it on the answer sheet. All these things that you don't know and you're gonna be wasting time, they don't put it on the answer sheet. So understand your work, understand 12 months. Let's carry on. And then they say other income. Look at the answer sheet, other income, and then they put it commission income, which on the additional information they spoke nothing. That is why they also give you that amount of 4,560, of which let's follow their method. Commission income, of which when we check it on the question paper, let's look at our question paper and check this commission income as 4,560. 4,560. And then they left these spaces now, and you like, oh, okay, let's carry on and look at other income that might be there. We see commission income, we see rent income. Let's summarize record rent income. And I'm certain that there will be an adjustment about rent income, 183,600. 183,600. If there was no adjustment about that, they were gonna do it like commission income and just give you the amount. So let's look at additional information, if we can find anything on additional information about this rent. Okay, besides that, I don't want to be carried away. Let's do it uniformly, because now I get deep into it as I was reading the information. It's just that I'm conscious of time, you see. So everything that I find, I just want to place it. Let me carry on with this method. There was additional information number 1, where stock records the business sales sports shirts. The weighted average method is used to value the shares. The following information was extracted from the records. They show you that information, and be mindful that, remember, the question 1 was calculate the value that was damaged. And they say, note, damaged shares were not included in the closing stock figure. The damaged shirt must be written off as a loss. Now, I just want to off-ramp quickly and answer question 1. For your sake, so that we are uniform. Let's forget about that rent concept. We're gonna go back to it, or it's gonna find itself as we move on. Now, stock records.